Good morning, everyone. My name is Frances, and we are so glad that you are here with us this morning. This week and next week, during our Kids Moment, we're going to be looking a little bit at the life of Job. The story of Job is part of what is called the wisdom literature in the Bible, a collection of books that wonders, who is God? How does our world work? And what is the best way to live in it? In Job, we read that he was a man that had a lot of riches. He loved God and lived a very, very comfortable life with a large family and lots of land and animals. But then Job experiences great suffering and loses everything: his wealth, his family, his health. He has friends who come to be with him. And we read that Job asks God a lot of questions. Job was feeling sad, mad, and confused. He didn't know why he was suffering from a lot of loss and pain, because he had been kind and loving his whole life. Finally, he cried out, "Why? Why is this happening?" Job's friends tried to help him figure it out, but their answers didn't really help. Job wanted an answer from God about why this was happening to him. Job shares his anger with God and asks why all this pain and suffering in the world is allowed to continue. Suddenly, there's a great swirling wind that shows up. It was God. God saw Job's hurt, and God heard Job's anger. It's okay to ask God any question we might have. He is big enough to handle anything we want to ask him. God answers Job's question with a lot more questions. Things like, who created the earth and filled the sky with stars? Can you tell the lightning where to go? Can you count the clouds? Or use your voice to make it rain? Maybe you have asked a grown-up if you could do something, and their answer was no, or not right now, or something else. And maybe that didn't make a lot of sense to you, or you didn't understand why they were saying what they were saying. Sometimes we have to trust that the people who love us know best and want what's best for us because they love us. And as much as our friends and our family may love us, God loves us even more. You are so dearly loved by God. God also helped Job to see that there is so much in the world that humans cannot understand. We are only able to learn so much and hold that information in our brains. When we think about how much there is to know about all of the things in the world, that's a lot. If we think about all of the details of knowing the most about even just one little thing, even that is a lot. Knowing every single little detail about a hermit crab, how its body works, how its organs function, what it eats, where it lives, how it grows, how it has hermit crab babies, all of the information about a hermit crab is a lot. If we think about an airplane, how an airplane flies, how gravity works, how the engines work, how it's put together, how the wind plays a factor, how weight works, that is a lot. Knowing everything in the world is a lot. And we can know a lot about some things, but we can't know everything about everything. But our Creator God's knowledge and wisdom is so much larger than what the universe contains. God knows so much about the world because God designed and created it. He knows absolutely everything there is to know, from the tiniest little detail about the hermit crab to the huge vastness of the entire universe. And God's creation matters so much to him. And that is what God showed Job. What is your favorite thing to learn about in the world? Maybe it's an animal or a place. Perhaps you love weather patterns or different types of clouds. Or maybe you are passionate about sports or music. This week, when you're sitting with your friends or the people in your home, share something interesting that you have learned recently. and ask those around you what they have learned recently. Our world is an amazing place created by God. As you learn more about it, marvel and wonder, remember that it's okay to ask any questions that you might have to God about why things are the way they are. No question is too big or too scary for God. And you are so dearly loved by Him. That's all for me this week, kids. I'll see you next time.